Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my 38-week pregnancy update. I guess this would be my last update because the baby is scheduled to come next week, next Tuesday, a week from today, at 39 weeks. I have a C-section scheduled, so we'll see what happens. I spoke with a doctor today who said that I could maybe still try for a VBAC if labor would happen spontaneously, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So let me start out by letting you know what kind of symptoms I've been experiencing this week. Of course, there was heartburn. All of a sudden, I'd say Sunday night. So today's Tuesday. This past Sunday, I had leg cramps. Some first trimester symptoms came back as well. The nausea, whatever else. I don't know. It seemed like everything hit me on Sunday night. Sciatica got so bad, I needed help to walk. Like if I had to use the bathroom, just to walk from the bathroom to like go sit on the couch again, I needed to lean on my husband. And then I had a doctor appointment on Monday, which was yesterday, and then another one today. So I did contemplate using a cane, but I didn't wind up doing that. On Monday, I took one of my sisters with me to the doctor, so that was good, that was helpful. And then today I was able to take my husband with me to go meet the surgeon at the OBGYN. So today we met the surgeon and she was so nice, which I am so thankful for. Yesterday I had an ultrasound. I'll show you some of the pictures here. She was able to get 3D images of the baby, which was, you know, it's really a hit or miss at this point, especially at the end of pregnancy. The baby is so squished. And she really just had to be at a perfect angle, the baby did, just to be able to get that 3D image. And when I turned on my side at one point, the ultrasound tech was able to get just like this perfect image. I think it was so perfect for a 38-week baby. Not to mention the fact that she's a really big baby. The ultrasound was for growth as well as checking for movement and breathing, I think, things like that. Everything looks really good except her belly is still measuring really big and the baby herself is measuring 8 pounds and 4 ounces, which is kind of insane. So I definitely feel like, you know, that's pretty accurate. She feels very heavy. So the doctor is guessing that by the time she comes next Tuesday, that she might be around 9 pounds. He said it could be off, but it could be off either way. So she could be 10 pounds or she could be like 8 pounds when she comes. But he's guessing around 9 pounds. So we'll see what happens. I just wanted to interject here, show you guys something that we do. When a baby is born into our family, we often have people guess stats for the baby, such as the weight and the length and the name and the time the baby's born and whatnot. So you see we have like, there's me and Aaron, my mom, some sisters, brothers, sisters, brother-in-law, and some people guessed names as well, and times. And I really hope that Ruthie is not right on the time. That would be pretty scary. But what would be even scarier is if Satchel was right on the weight. Right when I came home, I went to the diaper bag and took out my preemie outfit that I had and gave it to my daughter Felicity for her baby doll. And it fit perfectly on the baby doll. I knew I wouldn't need it. So we don't know the exact size of the baby, of course, but we do know that she won't be tiny. And actually, this might be a good point to show you guys what my belly looks like. Yeah, it's big, but that's okay. I'll have her out soon and I'm so excited to meet her. I'm excited for you guys to hear her name. Her name reveal will probably be on Thursday following my C-section. So I guess that's on the 22nd that video will be. So that's exciting. We're basically totally ready for her arrival. We have a few last minute things we're going to need to do, things we need to set up for her and whatnot, but I have all her clothes washed and folded in her drawers and everything like that. I have the hospital bags packed and a big old box of diapers. So we definitely should be good should she come anytime at this point. The kids are excited to meet their sister. If you guys don't know, my kids are 4, 3, 2, and 1. 4-year-old is a boy, 3-year-old is a girl, 2-year-old is a boy, and the 1-year-old is a girl. So some of them are a little too little to understand. The 2-year-old and the 1-year-old probably don't get it as much. I mean, the 2-year-old points to my belly and says baby, but I don't know how much he gets. The 4-year-old and the 3-year-old are most excited, I think, for her arrival. They don't know her name yet. We're going to tell everybody when she's born, but they're so excited to meet her. Okay, I actually have to try and be a little more quiet now because my kids are napping and I think I'm starting to wake them up, and I'm not ready for that yet. Okay, so I also wanted to share with you guys kind of my thoughts on having another C-section. I'm dreading it. I'm not looking forward to it at all. Just being in the operating room with all those bright lights and doctors surrounding the bed. I mean, of course I want doctors surrounding me, but you know what I mean? It's just like there's so much going on. The room is cold, and I mean, at least in my experience, this is what happened. I had complications with both of my C-sections, and I'm dreading that happening again. Getting a spinal block was really rough for me too. It was worse than an epidural. I've had 2 epidurals and 3 spinal blocks, and one of those spinal blocks I was definitely in labor for. So I kind of experienced all of it, but I would definitely say the spinal block was the hardest. My last one, I think I cried the whole way through. It was so bad. But once I'm numb, obviously I don't feel all of that. Then there's just the recovery that I have to deal with afterwards. And also just being on the operating table, there's a lot that could happen. There's a lot that did happen with my first, I might do a video about this sometime, but with my first C-section in 2018, I had trouble breathing on the operating table, and they had to do chest compressions, and my husband was not doing well. He was there next to me. He wound up having to be escorted out of the operating room because he couldn't really breathe very well. Just watching me not be able to breathe, he passed out. As far as I know, they had to sit him on the floor, and he was getting really sick. So that was a little traumatic, to say the least. They bumped up my oxygen right away because it was going down really fast, and they had to do chest x-rays and everything on me, and everything turned out to be fine, but it was still really, really, really crazy. And with my second C-section last year, 2019, I had so much chest pain, unbelievable chest pain, and I kept saying to the doctor, is this normal? This is a lot more than I remember. It was really bad. And I was also throwing up a lot. And after the C-section too, I threw up a lot, and I was very lightheaded. I lost a lot of blood. I think my hemoglobin level was at 7.4 after surgery. And they wanted to give me a transfusion, but then they decided they could wait a few hours, I guess, and it went up a little. So I was able to avoid having that done, which was kind of nice. They could save the blood for someone who needs it more than I did. I actually used to donate blood years ago. I used to try and go fairly often to donate, but I would faint every single time. And eventually a nurse told me that I should probably stop donating, so I don't do that anymore. That was probably really good advice. Anyway, so you can imagine I'm just kind of dreading it, but the surgeon, she was so sweet, and she said, we're just going to think positive and hope everything goes well. And of course, that's what I'm trying to do. And of course, I'm sure afterwards at some point I'll share with you all my story, my C-section story, and just kind of how everything went and how I felt about it and all of that in a later video, of course. I think I told you guys last time, I'm not allowed visitors at the hospital for obvious reasons, and my husband is the only person allowed there. They said he is allowed to go back and forth because he will need to go back to work after the baby's here. Obviously not right after, but as soon as he can, he has to go back to work. So it's probably going to be a little lonely for me. I really like being surrounded by friends and family. I love having visitors at the hospital. But the good thing is, with everything going on, it's not guaranteed, but if I'm doing really well and able to walk and whatnot, they would release me a little bit earlier rather than waiting the 3 days after the C-section. So I guess we'll just see what happens with that. how things go, how comfortable I feel walking and whatnot. I had 2 different doctors in the past 2 days tell me that it looks like I'm giving birth to a toddler because of how big she is. So that does scare me a little bit. Recovering from a C-section with a giant baby. I don't think she's going to be giant, but you never know. Okay, guys, I guess that's it for this update. I don't really have anything else to share at this time, so don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. Subscribing on YouTube, by the way, to someone's channel is completely free. It's not anything that you're committing to, or, you know, all it is just you get in your subscription feed, you get that person's videos, whoever's posting or whoever you're subscribing to. So it's not anything like, yeah, like a typical, like you would think a subscription where you have to pay for something. It's not that. It's totally free. So if you haven't subscribed, I would really appreciate it. And also you can hit the notification bell, which will notify you then when I post a video. I appreciate every view I get on a video. So thank you guys for watching. My next video should be something baby related as well. And then after that is the name reveal. So thanks again, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
I spin the baby, Mom. Can I spin the baby?
You want to spin the baby? Okay, Titus. Are you done spinning the baby?
Yeah, done.
Okay.
Just spin the baby again.